Welcome. You're tuned in to the podcast that celebrates the incredible individuals who are shaping our communities and making a positive impact. This is Who's in the Mix, and I'm your host, Christa Hunt, and I'm absolutely delighted to have you join us on this inspiring journey. You're doing something very remarkable for our community.
Thank you.
Please tell us your business and what your business does for our community.
The name of the business is Bakersfield Black Dollar Initiative, also known as BBDI. The purpose of the business is to connect Black-owned businesses, small Black-owned businesses, to the community and to each other. We have, and I say we because I started the business with Pat, girlfriend of mine, in 2014, and we went shopping at a small boutique Black-owned business, and we stepped out and we were hungry. So we looked at each other like, okay, you know of a Black-owned restaurant? Do you know one? And we didn't know one. So that's what started this whole adventure, journey, connectiveness, friendship, this whole thing. That Monday, it was on a Saturday, and that Monday I got on a mission, which is what I like to do. I like to research and investigate. And I just started asking family and friends, do you know of any Black-owned businesses? So there's the word of mouth part of it. And I would go to those businesses and talk to them, tell them what we're doing and who I am, you know. And I talk to everybody like I've already known you, you know. Kind of weird. I did that in retail too. And I put them in the directory, and I put it on the social media page and say, hey, introducing, you know, this person, they own such and such, and then it goes from there. And then, you know, one thing leads to another, and my businesses, there's 386 of them now, 9 years later, and they're mostly in California, north, south, you know, east and west, even in Ventura and Pismo, and as far as now, Washington, D.C. So since I just came from Washington.
Right.
So wherever I go, before I go there, I research for Black-owned businesses in that vicinity, if not in that city. And I make it my mission to go and talk to them, introduce myself, and tell them all about this and say, hey, I'm putting you in the directory so other people can know you and find you.
Right, okay. Well, let's go back. Let's back it up.
Okay.
All right. You and Pat. Okay. You and
Oh,
Pat.
Pat, yes.
You and Pat are, you know, you're out and about on a girlfriend's trip, right?
Yes,
Girlfriend's
Saturday.
Trip, yep, on Saturday, and you guys are shopping and
shopping
you're looking for
and hungry. Never found a spot that Saturday, but that following that Monday, I went to, you know, the different entities here in Bakersfield, the NAACP. They didn't have a listing. And I went to the Black Chamber. They didn't have a listing, so I created one. We created one. Yeah. So Pat did the computer work and setting up the website, and I was the outside person.
Wow, that's amazing how, you know, these ideas just come out of, you know, your experience, right?
Oh man, it's an experience, and there's more experiences to come. I'm having fun with it. I love going out and talking to people, and better yet, it's all universe driven. It's all God. He gives it to me. Not trying to be churchy, but you know, it's all given in the spirit.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to just reiterate, you know, how it was Saturday, and then like a couple of days later, you're already on top of it. Yeah,
I was on it, notebook and paper.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, paper and pen.
Yeah, that's before the laptops and the technology. Not before, but yeah, we were still old school.
I'm very old school. You see, I brought my notebook. I still do paper and pen. I do.
Right. So a couple of days later, you're downtown.
I'm all over.
You're already researching and looking into these businesses.
Right. I verify, and in order for them to be in a directory, I do go and talk to the owners, and if they are in another state, and I have not been there, but yet I've come across their business and their website, I'll check it out. I'll give them a call, let them know, you know, my story, who I am, and all of that, and the website. They can look at it themselves, and they'll say, I'd like to put you in the directory. Oh, sure. You know, why not? You know, because I'm not the only one that is going, let's say, to Washington or to Texas or Chicago and places like that, and looking for Black-owned businesses.
So when you take a visit downtown and you're looking into these chambers, it sounds like you're just starting within the community, Bakersfield.
Absolutely.
And that's the name of your organization is?
The Bakersfield Black Dollar Initiative. Because in the beginning, and it still is, but I like getting out. If anyone knows me, they know, oh, Michelle's hitting the road again. You know, where you going now? You know, and then I'll come back with, they'll see the photos and everything from where I've been, and this business has been added to the directory. But yes, definitely community. We have a lot of small mom and pop Black-owned businesses here in Bakersfield. And from that grew bus tours. And bus tours came about from Pat and I researching, well, I was on the computer researching, and then you know how you see things on the side, other businesses on the side, and I just happened to click on it, and it's called Us to Detroit. And I looked at that, and it's a woman who started bus tours with a yellow bus, and she has had a one of those old Victorian homes that has different rooms in it, and she was renting out the rooms to Black-owned businesses, and she would go downtown to more Black-owned businesses, so people who wanted to get on the bus to go there, that's how she did that, and had them connecting to those Black-owned businesses, to patrons who got on the bus, as well as this Victorian home. So, of course, the light bulb goes off, and I says, Pat, we can do this. We can do this. We got to find a bus company. So this is early on. We're still in, maybe 15 or 16. And I come across Vaughn Hicks of all three shuttle transportation. So Vaughn has been my bus company, transportation company since 16 until now.
Wow.
I love it. And then we build it as mystery bus tours. So it's intriguing, and you know, it brings up that curiosity, and people buy a ticket, they get on the bus, and before that, of course, I contact the businesses, who I am and what I'd like to do. I'd like to bring a busload, 24, 28 people to your establishment, if you have a brick and mortar, or if you don't, wherever you'd like for us to be. You know, we'll come to you and tell us. You'll have a half an hour, 45 minutes to talk about your business, and we'll get back on the bus and move on to the next place.
Oh my God.
And it includes lunch or breakfast, depending on the timeline.
Oh my God.
We did a lot of those here in Bakersfield. Idea. So that's another way of bringing the community and the businesses together. That was a benefit for both, you know, because with the community on the bus, they are now aware of this business. And it's funny because now I can remember some of them saying, I didn't know you had a business, talking to the person, and you live right down the street and I didn't know you had a business. So I love that. That gives me chills, you know. So it was a good thing, and we'd move on to the next business until we were done. So we had a route. So that was fun. And then I started going to Fresno and Sacramento. I partnered with these different cities and took people there. So, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yes, oh my God.
I'm ready to get them on the bus and go. You know, that's my spirit. I just want to go and show people and meet people. So.
Yes. And that must be a great experience on this bus. You're bonding, you're having this.
Oh, yeah, and we play games. You know, they laugh, they talk, they meet each other, we play games. We had prizes for the games, and they were raffle prizes. And then, you know, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it kind of makes me want to, set up another one for Bakersfield now, because there are more businesses. I probably should.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we love your bus tours. I've heard so much, great things about them. I mean, I see the pictures. You post them on Facebook, right? Is that what
Facebook? Facebook. Before I knew about Instagram.
Okay.
So yes.
Yes, and you guys seem like you have a lot of fun.
We do.
Yes. Now, how often do you have these bus tours?
Great question. I believe I did them like every month. I started out doing them every month, and then when the comedy show came in, that's another adventure experience, then they kind of spread out a little bit. So probably five. Probably
Five-
did
five
five.
a year?
Maybe did five a year. I didn't do any as of November, towards the last 2 months of the year, because it's holiday time,
Oh, right.
yes. And I kind of wanted people to just, holiday time is about family and connecting and them doing shopping and traveling and things. So,
Yes.
yeah, I left November and December alone.
Okay. So are these like weekend bus tours?
They were always on Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Yes,
Okay.
always on Saturdays.
So when everybody's off from work and you just need to get away, you want to just get out the Bakersfield, right?
For a little bit,
For
yes.
a little bit,
Yes,
you
indeed.
get on one of these bus tours and gone for what, the whole day? And
Yeah, pretty much the whole
Yeah,
day. We'd
whole
leave
day.
at 8:30, 9 o'clock,
Yes.
come back 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Depends on how many businesses I had planned.
Oh, my
And
God.
I'll tell them, of
Yes.
course, when we're in town, I say, they're mysteries, so they don't know where we're going. Just
Right.
they know we're in town.
Right.
When it's Fresno, I have to let them know. And Sacramento, I have to let them know we're going to Fresno or we're going to Sacramento, but you don't know where we're going
Right,
and
right.
what we're going to be doing.
Right. Wow. Wow. Wasn't that a beautiful thing for Bakersfield? We are so lucky to have you, Miss Michelle.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Wow. So here we got this wonderful organization, Bakersfield Black Dollar Initiative, that is gathering just people in the community, getting them on the bus and taking them outside.
Taking them outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting them out and just taking them on these bus tours. Some of them are mystery bus tours,
Yeah.
and some of them, but you like the mystery. It sounds
I
like.
love the mystery.
You love the
I
mysteries.
do. I do.
Yeah, and they probably do too, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
uh-huh,
Now,
yeah.
now I did take the seniors last year to Tachi. So
Okay.
they knew we were going
Oh,
to Tachi
right,
because
right.
that was a request. So I also take requests,
Okay, all
but
right.
as long as we fill the bus, those requests will be honored. The ticket price usually pays for the bus.
Right.
So in the beginning, it was like 35, and it goes to 40, depending on where we're going. When we're going to Taste of Soul in L.A. or up to Sacramento, a further distance, then the price is a little bit more.
Okay.
So, but
So range
they're
starting
reasonable,
about
about $40, $50.
$50. Okay. All right. So I know a lot of people out there wondering,
Uh-huh.
girl, when is the next tour? When? and so where can they find the information? How can they book a tour, right? And
To get on
and
the-
get more information.
Okay, well, when I have a bus tour ready and the route and everything, I advertise it on social media and even on my personal page sometimes, but most of the time it's on BBDI, Facebook and Instagram. I will show the flyer and it will say, where we're going, what time, and I'm sorry, yes, it does say where we're going, especially if we're out of town, and how much the tickets are, and they can just call me. My number is all over,
Okay.
all over social media,
Okay.
and also through the website, because it's posted there as well.
And what is that website and what is your phone number?
Okay, the website is www.Bakersfield Black Dollar Initiative, and the phone number is 661-859-3833.
Okay, there you have it. There is where you can find Miss Michelle and the Mystery Bus Tour.
And also,
Make sure-
we also have a QR code.
Oh.
So that's I put that on my pages as well. So if they click on that, then everything opens up. The website opens up.
Okay. So is that on your Facebook page, the QR
Yes.
code? Okay.
Yes.
So that links right to your website.
Yes.
All right. So you have several ways of getting in touch with Miss Michelle. Okay.
Thanks to Christopher Evans. Chris Evans. He did my
Yes.
website, and he created the code.
I've seen it. It looks really good.
See?
Yes. It looks
Shout
really
out
nice.
to one of my businesses.
All right, Chris
Yay.
Evans. Yes, awesome, awesome. All right, so we've talked about your bus tour. We've talked about how we call it BBDI, right?
Yes.
For those who don't know, BBDI, and so we talked a little bit about your mystery bus tour. Now let's talk about the other events that you've started.
Okay, so after the bus tours, what was given to me are the BBDI Clean Comedy Sunday shows.
Ooh.
And they're on Sundays, and they are clean comedy, which is a little different than, everything else.
Yes, please.
And it's been a lot of fun. I love doing those too. And my biggest thing about that is I have an audience, and not only, the majority of black folks, but there's a mixture as well, and I see them happy. You know, I see everyone laughing and happy, and of course I'm running all over the place making sure everybody's okay. But that's a thrill for me. My shows. We have the comedians that my MC is Feather DeWise, and he takes care of the comedians, and I take care of everything else. So yeah, now I'm in the background.
You're in the background.
I try to be in the
yes.
background.
Yes.
So the venue, we now have a venue.
Okay.
For because a couple of them have closed from where we started.
Oh,
we started with Central 18, which was downtown on 18th and I Street. We did our first 3 shows there, which was fantastic. And when that location closed, then we found the Tower, which was across the street from the courthouse on Truxton.
Oh.
And we did our last 5 shows. So we've done 8 shows.
Wow.
I'm ready for number 9.
Okay.
10,
all right.
11, 12, whatever.
So, all right, okay. So how many shows do you do a year?
3.
3? Oh, wow.
One in March, my birthday, the second in June, and it just happens to be around Father's Day, so,
nice.
we do it in June, and then the last one is my anniversary of BBDI, which is in November.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, so we haven't done any this year because of the venue situation. We found a venue, but, yeah, we found a venue, and we're ready.
Okay, all right.
I have a assistant, Monique Johnson, Miss Sunshine. She is just so bubbly, and she's very, very cool. She has us now doing lives. She does lives herself, but now she's teaching me to do lives. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we already see you on video, so, oh my God, I'm telling you, it's been
it's
really
interesting.
great to see you on video. You're really good at
Oh,
in
my
front of the
goodness.
camera, and
Everybody knows I'm
and
nervous.
just talking, you don't show it at all.
Thank
You know,
you.
you look like a pro out there, so don't tell anybody because no one would ever know.
Hell no. Even when
You
we...
keep doing that, yes.
Yeah,
The
I do get a
videos.
little nervous,
Yes.
but it's okay.
No, you just make all the businesses that I've seen. You make them feel comfortable and just relax, and you just go in there with that big smile and that camera, and you're like, and you get them a chance to talk about their business.
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
it's beautiful. So
I want people to know, who they are and
Yes.
what they have and the benefit of patronizing these businesses and their locations and whatever the owner wants us to know, have at it.
Wonderful. Okay, so we have the Clean Comedy Show. We have the bus
Tours.
And I know you have more.
Oh
You
my
tell 'em
goodness!
more.
Now we have the marketplace. It's
Wow.
the Shop Small, Shop Black marketplace. Of course, you put the BBDI in front, and that started last August.
Wow.
That
Congratulations. Let me get that.
yes,
Oh, my
and what
goodness.
that is how that came about is something I wanted to do as far as getting as many of the directory business owners together in one place so that they can know each other,
Right.
the purpose and the point, and network with each other and then spread the word out to their audience. So that's when the marketplace came about. And I chose August, didn't know it was Black Business Month. So that worked out perfect.
Oh, yeah,
And then we have also partnered with Kern Inclusive Entrepreneurship Hub, whereas the director of that is Ali Morris, the former creator of the Black Chamber here in Bakersfield many moons ago.
Yes.
So we've partnered. He's partnered with BBDI on the marketplace, and what I do is I go through the directory and I chose, I think it was like 30, 40 of the businesses. I call them, invite them, email them, whatever it is, and tell them, hey, we're going to do a marketplace, and I'd like to have you there as a vendor. And in that way the community can come and meet you. So the venue for the marketplace is Martin Luther King Park.
Okay.
So we're keeping it black. Martin Luther King Park. And it's,
Yes.
Those stories about being in that area, I don't feel it. I don't even think about it. People are people. So we're at Martin Luther King Park, and it's usually from 10 to 2. And then it's in the gym, and we have a gym full of BBDI directory businesses. So that was last August, and then we roll around to Black History Month in February, and we're doing it again in February. So it's twice a year.
Okay. Awesome.
It's been a lot of fun. Oh,
wow.
And this last one, for the 26th, we incorporated the Black Farmers Market.
Ooh.
First and only one in Bakersfield.
Wow.
So we introduced that to the community. So one of the farmers is Amore Backyard Farm by the farmer is Evelyn Young Spaff. Oh gosh, I hope I said that right. And then the second one is Terrence and Tamika Richardson, who have T-Lar Family Homestead. That's their farm. So everything that they brought, they sold out. Everything.
Wow.
The community was very receptive to the Black farmers. So it was very cool.
Oh,
So
wow.
we had two. That's a
Yes.
start. So
Yes.
we are growing, definitely.
Wow. You're just reaching out across every business.
But for
Black
that,
business out there.
that was a
Wow.
lot of work. So
Yes.
and I'm not a farmer. You guys know I'm not a farmer. So I will stay in touch. Evelyn and I will definitely stay in touch for the next one, because I believe there will be one before, I think in November.
Okay.
Early part of November.
Okay.
I'd have to talk to her and find out for
Yes.
sure, but I'll definitely let everybody know.
Oh, wow. Busy.
It's
busy,
cool. It's a lot of
yes.
fun. And we had 50 BBDI businesses. This was my largest yet.
Okay, so you've got some events coming up, and they can all, whoever's looking, if they're looking for some place to go,
Yes.
it's like these tours, they can all get in contact with you through the website.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
And if any of the businesses, and I stress this to them, that if any of the businesses have an event coming up, I can't stress it enough to call me and let me know what it is so that I can share it with everyone else and put it on the calendar as well, which is connected with the directory.
Right.
If you're going somewhere, before you go, please look at the directory and see what Black-owned business you can visit. Just pop in and say hello, see what they have. Patronize would be great.
Yes, absolutely. Now, you mentioned at the beginning of the podcast how you just like to go. And so tell us about your recent visit to Washington.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I've never been to the East Coast, and I went to see Pat. She invited me out, and I went out there, and the weather was great. It was in the 80s, the high 80s. I was there for a week, so every day was in the high 80s until Thursday, Friday. It was in the high 70s. Nice. So the weather was great. It's greenery. She had everything planned. We did spend a day at the, oh gosh, it's going to kill me, the Monument Mall, okay. With the water. The water and the monument and the Lincoln Memorial. And so we visit the Monument Mall. The Lincoln Memorial is closed as far as seeing President Lincoln. They're doing some construction. Okay. But you can still go up to the stairs and take the pictures. It's still beautiful. The Washington Monument itself is 500 floors, and it takes 70 seconds to get up there, and you don't even feel it. So you get up there, and they have the windows. So we did a tour of that. They have so many museums. I had no idea, of course.
Right.
The two that we visit that I really wanted to visit, because I did research, these particular two are the African American Museum, which was fascinating. Lots of reading, lots of artifacts, and it flows. The whole museum flows on the 3-4 floors. It flows. That was fascinating. Lots of pictures, lots of video. And the next day that same day later on we went to, no, it was on Friday. It was another day. Okay. On Friday we went to the Museum of the Bible. That got to me too. That was fascinating. So, yeah.
So you're bringing history into this whole
Lord.
BBDI as well.
Yes, it was. It was intriguing. So I enjoyed it. Everywhere we went, I enjoyed it.
Yes.
The Pentagon, the seeing the Pentagon and the White House and the Capitol. And although you can't get close now, you know why. But I took a video. She says, shoot your video. And we're driving. I'm doing this real slow. And it was hilarious because she's laughing in the background. But it was just my whole trip, being in the DMV, the DC area, and then over to Virginia, and then over to Maryland. And they're so close together, I would say to her, okay, where are we at now? We're in Virginia. Where are we at now? We're in Maryland. So it was fascinating. I would love to go back and finish. But we went to National Harbor, and it's where the Black-owned businesses are. A lot of them. So she knew I'd love that. And I did go in and I talked to some of the owners. I took pictures and videos and I patronized. And then we moved on to another one. So that was a lot of fun too. I have a list of businesses that I still need to add into the directory. So I might be a little slow, but it's growing. With 386, we'll be at 400 pretty soon.
Well, that's great. If any of, if you don't know where these businesses are, you can go to your website. And you have a list of them, the addresses. Address, phone number, website, their logo. Their information. You can pull it up, take it from there. So that's great. It's like the Yellow Pages all online. But you did all the
phone book. There you go.
Footwork for
there you
us.
go.
So thank you.
And had a ball doing it.
Right.
I love it.
That's great.
I love it.
Love it. So tell us, Miss Michelle, what are your future goals with BBDI?
Wow. More bus tours. In fact, I am planning for 2024. I have a draft. Of course, lots of moving parts to pull everything together, but definitely more bus tours. And like we said earlier, I believe I should do a couple here in town. But I would love to take us to festivals. I've gotten requests for festivals, for going to the Bay Area, taking them to Vegas. They want to go there. I wouldn't mind us getting on a plane and going, someplace out of state, like taking them to Washington. I wouldn't mind doing that. Got to figure that out, though. But San Diego, I would love to do that. So it's more bus tours, more exposure of our community to those businesses and to those cities and communities. Definitely our clean comedy shows. I'm planning 3 of those. The Marketplace are a standing event for February and for August. That's what's going on. I know I got other stuff, but I can't say right now.
You guys better keep in touch
with. The wheels always turning.
BBDI, because she's moving fast and she's got a lot of things coming. It's fascinating. All the upcoming events that you have, and it seems like there's never a dull moment.
That's true. There isn't. There isn't.
So we look forward to seeing more of you.
Thank you.
BBDI, and see where they're going and all the future events that are coming up.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness. So tell us again where they can find you, where they can get information, how the businesses can find you if they want to get on your directory, and how that all works too.
So it's Bakersfield Black Dollar Initiative. I am the CEO, founder. My number is 661-859-3833. The website is www.bakersfieldblackdollarinitiative. You will find the calendar of events, and you will find the listing in various categories of the Black-owned professionals that I have met and have contacted and have brought to you.
Awesome.
And our slogan, I just thought about this, our mantra slogan is, let's continue supporting one another on purpose.
Love it.
So the bus tours are on purpose. The clean comedy shows are on purpose and intentional for exposure to them, like I do the bus tour, the directory businesses. It's exposing the Black comics that come, the venue that we use, the caterers, the photographers. All of this is for supporting them and connecting. It's also important for the businesses to know that BBDI is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Yes.
sponsorship.
Yes, I noticed that.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming
You made me
in.
very comfortable with all these cameras.
Yes, yeah, you were just talking to him like you do on your show.
It's
yes.
cool. It's
yes,
cool.
and now live, BBDI that's coming soon.
Yes.
At a social media platform near you.
There you go. I like that. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness.
So, Michelle Rainey,
yes.
CEO and founder of Bakersfield Black Dollar Initiative.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate
coming in. It was lovely.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Who's in the Mix. We hope you enjoyed the conversation and gained valuable insights from our incredible guests.